And everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 82. It's been a little bit since I've actually recorded, and holy cow, man, I've seen this before, but when the sun sets and it gets that orange tint over it, that's so cool. Minor distractions aside, though, like I said, it's been a little while since I've actually recorded. Now, I didn't get two videos out last week, didn't get one out yet this week, unfortunately, unless you count Sunday, although I suppose I was just counting that as last week. But yeah, I was originally just working on some single player stuff, and then right as I finished that, basically, I got not necessarily ill, but I wasn't really feeling well. Now, I wasn't feeling like sick or anything. It's really hard to explain. Essentially, what I've determined is that it was a very large lack of sodium, which caused me to just feel really kind of poorly for several days, and been working in the yard and stuff, and that just really did not help, and it just it just went downhill for days on end. But enough about that. We worked on a slime farm in the last episode, and heading on down here, guys, this is unacceptable. We can't be keeping it like this. We need an actual way in. Man, I really like this farm, though. This is all going to be torn up, by the way, and we're going to have a nice view into the farm. See all those nice, pretty pads and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, when other people are on, it doesn't necessarily work all that well, especially when I'm like standing right here. Obviously, it's not going to work super well. I think I also need to light up plenty of the caves, but let's just check. It's been about a week and a half since I've been on, and it doesn't look like anybody's really contributed to it by being in the area, which is no problem at all, judging on where I built this farm. Honestly, I don't think anybody that has a base around here would actually cause this farm to be active. So really, if I'm on, it'll work. Hopefully, at least. And if I'm not, it's not really a big deal because that's still plenty of slime for anything that I might want to do. But yeah, we can't be coming on in through the floor, guys. I'm thinking maybe originally I was actually going to go up into one of the classroom buildings, and I was going to come on down here. And then, yeah, I think now I'm actually going to come off in this direction. And it is going to be too wide, which might make it a little odd. Actually, no, the farm is 16 wide, so actually 2 wide might be absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's going to come off in that direction, kind of swoop around, and then it should end up coming on off up there. Now, we are going to need quite the staircase to get on down here, but if it comes off from this direction, you'll be able to look right in there as you're walking down the grand old staircase, which will be pretty neato, and then we're going to have some form of storage. Now, we can't really go much lower than where we are right now because there is a tunnel underneath it that's a part of someone else's base, so we probably are going to have an item elevator right here that just shoots up and then stores everything somewhere else. Maybe off on the sides, maybe next to the staircase, maybe underneath the staircase. Not entirely sure. Gonna work it all out, but guys, there is a lot of digging that's gonna be a part of this, and I possibly might do some of that in a live stream, just trying to plan everything out, but we'll see, you know. Hopefully it all turns out pretty well. We are in the theater, built by AFK Falcon. This thing is totally decked out in Pokemon style. We've got the red everywhere, whole bunch of diamond blocks up there on the stage, Pokemon banners, a Pokeball in the floor. This is really, really neato. BC's 300Z has just set up a game called Pokénoggins. It is a take on Pokemon Go, and I will leave a link to his video in the description where he explains it. I have just watched it, and hopefully I fully understand actually how to play. So in my chest here we go. We got my Pokeball, and then we also have the instruction booklet slash Pokédex, I believe. And sure enough, Pokédex, so it's got everything in here that I can collect. 18 pages of stuff. That's absolutely insane. So just to quickly flip through here, there is everything. So bosses, I actually brought my Ender Dragon head with me. I suppose that doesn't actually count, which is totally fine. I was using it as decoration, so I can go ahead and put that back. And then just scrolling on through here, there's everything else. How many things are there? Holy cow, so you can get stuff from fishing as well. That's pretty neato. And then we've also got the rare ones, and legendary ones are all of the players. Cool. So it does say at the bottom, no legendary Pokemon are worth 4 diamond or each, so I suppose we could turn those in. Maybe that's how that works. And now this last page must be new heads. Now I wonder if that means that only legendary ones have to be new heads, because if we go to page 17, I noticed there's arrows right after the each, so I have a feeling that's the beginning of the note right here. All legendary Pokemon are worth 4 diamond or each, and they must be new heads. And then there's the end of it with those 3 pound signs right there. So I have a feeling that's only for the player heads, because we had those before. Mob heads are new, so I suppose these count. Like I said, that one doesn't count, so I'll go ahead and put that back as decoration. But I believe we can take these with us. At least I'm pretty sure we can. Let's check out BC's chest. If he's taking it, since he's kind of running the game, it's pretty clear that we can. Yeah, so we can. And yeah, looks like Hodag's taking his as well. Leowin and Rymanora both taking theirs. So I'm totally free to take mine, it looks like. Let's go ahead and stick mine on in there. And there are, I will actually check out, though, what do we have for drop chance. So we have, first off, let's go to, what do we have? We've got a villager head. So we want a regular villager. Oh, that's undead, bosses, friendly creatures. There we go. So let's see. Villagers should be somewhere in there. Oh, maybe not. Did I skip over them? Villager? No, not villagers. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 0.5% chance. Is that pretty high? I mean, Alex's head, Steve's head, those are 50-ish% chance drop. So I suppose 0.5% is actually somewhat rare. So Coolio, we actually got that on camera a couple of episodes ago. And then we've also got a slime, and that's probably going to be under mobs. Yep, baddies. And then we've also got an Endermite. Endermid, holy cow, that's a really small drop chance, I suppose, because of the farm. Endermite, 2%, so I guess that's actually a little bit more common. We do have one of those, and then we've also got the slime, which is 0.05% chance, which is awesome. Now, that could also, though, be because it's got... the LL must be looting or not looting. Maybe, well, maybe that has something to do with a looting sword, or I don't know what the second L would stand for. But anyway, yeah, totally lost my train of thought there. So yeah, slime's probably a little bit lower because they break down into the smaller ones, and I suppose you can probably get a slime head from killing any of them. Can we get a zombie head, though? We'll probably get a bit of armor with it, at least. We can dye that up, and yep, nothing useful there. In fact, we're just going to take everything because oh, hello. Might as well try for a second one, right? And nope, we didn't get anything from that. So just checking in real quickly before we start off the live stream here. I got a whole bunch of digging done, and we have everything prepped to start off this very large project and decorating the way on down to the slime farm. So we do come right on through the Slytherin bedroom here. We go down here, very, very bare tunnel at the moment. Of course, this is all going to be done a whole lot better at some point, hopefully finished in this episode. But anyway, we come on down here. We have one staircase right here and then a second one down here. And that's because we might continue putting other stuff off in this direction or maybe a way back up straight to the surface. Not entirely sure yet, but I thought I'd leave it open. We'll probably have our storage area right between the two staircases. Originally, I was going to have one of these big oak boards right here because we are going to put some detail onto that, but then I thought I do actually need a place to store everything. I completely forgot about that, so that does actually need to go in there. But instead, on the walls here where I do have these big kind of almost like painting canvas looking things set up, here is where we're actually going to have some pixel art pawns. And so this whole way down here does want to represent the big chess game in the first what do you want to call it, first episode, I suppose, the first story. The Philosopher's Stone, where, yeah, they do have the big chess game on to get down into the layer. And then actually we're probably going to do some other decorations similar to this as well. But yeah, we're going to have the pawn on the side there. We're going to have another one over here. And we were going to have a third one right here. But as I said earlier, we actually want to make that into a storage area. But I'm going to do that all in the live stream. I've got all the oak wood I think is going to be best. It's going to pop out pretty well against the dark oak. And it'll draw your attention pretty well, I think. So hopefully we'll get that all done. It should be pretty quick. And then I think we're actually going to go ahead and play the Pokenuggets game as well in that live stream. We're back from the live stream and we've made some progress. Look at that. Now I think we had these four before. That silverfish head looks very, very strange. It's very alien-like. But we've collected the sheep head on the live stream and 3 skeleton horse heads after the live stream. Now that was on the first 3 skeleton horses that I killed, and I believe there's 5% chance in each one, if I'm correct. We have horse, all 6. 2% plus 1% per looting level. So yeah, it's a 5% chance with looting level 3. So that's like a 1 in 8,000 chance of that happening, which seems pretty incredible to me. I think we're doing pretty well, by the way, as far as collecting all these heads goes, especially having 3 of these. I can imagine we're pretty high up there in the ranks right now. But anyway, let's ignore that. Now this should play key to why this video has taken me so long. Well, between this and just being lazy and sleeping in way too late and not being able to get any work done here. But check this out. So we've got the tunnel going on down all completed. We have this normal staircase as far as what I'm usually doing, adding in the cobble there, and then mostly stone bricks. Now there are a lot of vines. They're actually not all done growing yet. That's supposed to sort of be like the devil's snare, I believe is what it's called. They jump into this pit and they find all this kind of like black viney stuff, and it kind of entraps them and everything, and this is sort of supposed to be like that. So pretty simple concept here, though. We just laid it back so that these vines won't escape, although it looks like they're actually doing a pretty good job of actually getting out there and actually along here as well. Looks like they're starting to come out, although that looks pretty cool having the multiple layers of them, and everything looks pretty good in my opinion. And then we've got the ceiling, which actually doesn't look too clear from here, but from this point of view looks a whole lot better. There's just not a lot enough up there really to tell, but look at that. It's almost like popping out right here because we've receded these back one more block. Looks pretty good, like I said. I'm really proud of it. Oh, I missed a spot. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back. Do I have anything on me? I don't. Well, I'm gonna have to come back and do that. We've also chucked some redstone lamps in the side here, and then when we come down to this main hallway, boom, yeah, it's a little bit odd. I think we have the vines and everything on this side. This side looks very clean and also very, very bright. This looks kind of jungly and everything, pretty broken up, and then it's just like a sudden transition. So maybe we need to do something more over here. Maybe I think I'll add some bushes. Actually, that could be a good thing to add. And actually, I originally planned on that and everything, so I suppose I'll come back and add that before the next clip. But yeah, anyway, just sort of adding like some fire pillars and everything with the cobblestone, and there is another rack underneath the fire, receded back there, and then some polished andesite behind that. Just got some pillars, and then the normal torch with the anvil that I've been doing, well, pretty much everywhere, and then just build up some of the walls here, and everything looks pretty good, I think. Once again, we've got that stone slab ceiling kind of popping out with everything else behind it. And when we come on in here, I've cleaned up this room quite a bit here. So on the live stream, we worked on the walls. We got these giant pawn, what do you call it, pixel art in, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. It really plays key to what's going on with the whole chest thing. And then we have, oh, vines coming on in. Well, that's not, let's get rid of that. Yeah, we're going to have to clean these up quite frequently, I imagine. But then I've done the rest of the walls, the ceiling, and the floor and everything. So we've got some lights in here. And I've also planned out where the item elevator is going to be from all of these slime drops. Oh, look, we're making some progress on that. That's pretty cool. So this is going to come in here, go to this item elevator. Now, yes, item elevators, they only have to be 3x3. But due to the size of the room, it's going to be 4x4. Purely aesthetic. It's not all technically going to be used. But that's going to go up through the ceiling and then come over here, and this will be our chest wall. Once we have that done, I have something pretty cool planned for what I want to do with this here, and hopefully it all plays out pretty well. I'm not going to say anything on it yet, but with a 4x4, I think we should probably have enough room to actually do what I want to. Like I said, just hopefully it all works out like I want it to. But I think everything's coming along pretty well. Still some more progress to be made, that's for sure. But yeah, we got a lot done so far. Let's just hope it all continues at this, well, okay, let's admit it. This was a quite slow speed to get everything done. So let's hope it actually speeds up. So if someone's lost a dog, I have it. Now, I was just walking over here, and it was sat right in between the portal here. Looks like somebody had it in the nether, and it somehow popped into my portal, which is very strange, because my portal's not linked up with a specific one in the nether. You can't come back through this portal, which makes me very, very curious as to how it actually got there. So anyway, I pushed it out of my way so it wouldn't go back to the nether. It's now over there, so please, somebody, if it's your dog, come and claim it, because it is obviously not mine. I cannot make it sit or stand. So anyway, let's go on down. Let's take a look at everything we've done. Once again, I apologize for how long this episode has taken to come out. It has taken me quite a lot of work that's gone into this, and I've also just been quite busy these last 2 weeks. So yeah, it has been about 2 weeks since the last one. I also just released 2 videos like right next to each other. Probably could have done a better job at spacing those out, but anyway, I'm not too displeased with it. I gotta do something about this too. I'm trying to get it, if it just grows right there and not on that side, I don't think it's gonna keep spreading around the corner here. Just trying to keep it contained and everything. Yeah, the vines are also grown out quite a bit, and now we've also got all of these bushes here, and I think these buttons might be new as well, just trying to add a little bit of extra detail in there. pretty subtle, but I think it helps. You can kind of notice them in there. But yeah, then we've got all these bushes going over there. Still looks pretty flat, but in my opinion, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe we could add a couple extra poking out in some places. Maybe that would help and everything, but everything looks pretty good. Let's go on down here. We'll just go ahead and finish off this last bit here because we have gotten the item elevator all set up now. If we go on under here, you can just barely see it. That is a dropper facing upward. We've got an item clock on the other side, so that it's just going to dispense items straight up whenever there are items in it. And then over here it's going to fill up bottom right first, I believe. There's a whole bunch of hoppers. They're on top of that. They just come down the back and they start on filling up over here. So let's grab that. Let's take out that bottom block right there. I think we're just going to leave the chest in there, although we do have to make sure it's a half slab above it. So, yeah, it is. We are all good to go. Let's just fill these in there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're not going to be able to get up. There we go. And then this one will make it work if we can click in the right spot. Oh, we're going to have to zoom for that one. Oh, boy. Oh, we're going to get it. Right there. Boom. And it is working. Okay, so we should start to see. Oh, I heard clicks. And there we go. We've got them going up. Looks pretty good. Oh man, they're a little glitchy, but you know what? It is totally working. Let's go ahead and close this thing off. We're gonna need. We're not gonna have enough, are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're one light over here. Oh well, we're gonna have to find another one when we come back. But anyway, yeah, it is all done now. Absolutely fantastic, and we should see, like I said, it start to fill up, and we are. Although, why are there only 2 in there? That is mysterious. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yep, it's all good now. It's all going to start filling in. We've got plenty that are going to keep coming. There we go. And then everything should be all fine and dandy. Should all start to fill in. This farm is totally AFK now, which is absolutely fantastic. Super pleased with it. And you know what? There may be more to come in this area. We could still branch off in that direction. Or even in this direction. We've got a 3x3. I left that specifically. If we want a hallway there, we could go off in that direction. And we've got tons of room still up on the surface. So anyway, hopefully y'all have enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all next time.